So now for the SmackDown Women's main event, we've got one member of the Horsewomen. We've got 5 people in this match, 3 of them Horsewomen, one the champion and the other one the wild card. Marina Shafir, who pinned Ronda Rousey just a few weeks ago in a handicap match. However, she lost her title earlier on with her partner Duke. And speaking of her partner Duke, here she is, clearly pissed off that they are no longer the women's tag champions. And now the wild card from the Raw brand inserted into this match to make the odds of Ronda Rousey winning even smaller. Charlotte Flair, who has made a habit of avoiding the Horsewomen in the build-up to this match the best that she could. Her and Rousey, however, were forced to team up in a 2-on-3 handicap match during the build-up to this match. And now, the champion. Rousey, Ronda Rousey? Ronda Rousey. Definitely not Rowdy. But, yeah. The champ, who might be going into this match a little bit injured after the brutal beatdowns over the past 3 to 4 weeks that she's received from the Horsewomen. If she can defend that title, I think everybody will be impressed. And the final woman, the freshest out of all 5 of these women, Mrs. SmackDown Money in the Bank, Shayna Baszler. Just a reminder that if she does not win here tonight, she's always got another opportunity round the corner. And it's fair to note that this match here tonight is not elimination, so it could be very, very hectic. Okay then, here we go. So the Horsewomen have already declared that it is war between the 3 of them for tonight. They don't care which one of them wins, just as long as that championship comes to one of those 3 women. You can see Shafir and Baszler duking it out to see who can come out on top. Shafir thrown out of the ring there, as Baszler looks to get her hands on Ronda Rousey, the champion, who luckily is not injured, might be harbouring any sort of like strain in her muscles or aches. Baszler taken down there after a malfunction at the junction, while Shafir and Rousey go at it. Duke and Flair on the outside. Conveniently, Shafir has pinned Rousey, Duke has pinned Flair, Baszler staying on the outside just like she has during the build-up to this match. And now Baszler and Rousey going at it, snap suplex. We saw this was Rousey's first title defense back at Backlash earlier this year. There's that brutal combo, followed up by a kick. Baszler been making a point recently that she is better than Ronda Rousey, and if she can pick up the win here tonight, that might actually prove that she is. And now the ring has cleared. Again, Baszler able to stay fresh while the other women fight it out. They can't get a pinfall on the outside of the ring. Flair and Duke, Shafir and Rousey broken off into these pairs again. And now Duke thrown into the ring there by Flair, who now sets her sights on Baszler, managing to get the upper hand on Baszler. Acting very, very arrogant there. Might be Baszler's downfall. Now Baszler throwing Charlotte Flair into the corner. I almost said Cher. Throwing Cher into the corner. And now the Horsemen briefly teaming up before realising this is a fatal 5-way, not a tag match. Baszler just, oh my god, dismantling Duke before dodging out the way of Charlotte's spear, rolling Charlotte up instead. Rousey realised her championship was in the balance there. There's the spear that Charlotte had missed. And now Baszler throwing around Charlotte Flair, back in control of that situation, as the Horsewomen team up on Rousey, or at least Duke looked like she were going to, until turning her sights to Baszler, realising, hey up, I need to do something. Now every woman is down apart from Baszler and Shafir. Shafir hadn't even seen Baszler. Sidewalk slam. Baszler briefly left as the only woman standing. Could that be the sight at the end of the match as Duke dodges that flying knee attack and these two battling it out, trying to figure out who is the better of the two. On the outside of the ring there, Rousey with a cross armbar locked in. Of course, even if she had made Shafir tap out, it wouldn't have mattered. And now roll up again by Baszler. Sneaky, cowardly tactics. 2. And Duke kicks out. Shafir realising that Baszler will do anything that she can. Shafir looking for maybe a tag team move there with Duke, but Duke turning down the opportunity to go attack Charlotte Flair, who had just made it to her feet. Big clothesline there by Rousey. Follows it up with a big clothesline, taking down Baszler. These two now having what is essentially a singles match on the interior of the ring, while the Horsewomen and Flair battle it out on the outside. And I'm doing what she did to Flair earlier on in the match. Baszler just throwing around Rousey with gut-wrench suplexes left, right and centre. Duke has a chair, which I think Baszler realised and quickly got out of dodge. And now Duke getting to the outside, out of dodge of Baszler, to clack Charlotte with that chair. What is Shafir waiting for? Oh my god! That is what she's waiting for. Now Shafir and Charlotte Flair in the middle of the ring. We haven't seen this singles match yet. We might get to if one of them wins here tonight. Baszler was looking to get involved. Dodges Shafir's Superman punch. And now setting up for something. Kirifuda facebuster to Shafir. Rousey and Flair are on the outside of the ring, too busy fighting with each other. 1, 2. Oh, and Shafir breaks it up. Shafir kicks out after Rousey failed to break it up. Charlotte Flair with a natural selection there. And now caught by Baszler. But no, just like on SmackDown, Charlotte manages to reverse it. It would be a massive upset for the Horsewomen if Charlotte Flair came in here and managed to win the belt from them while they were all brawling. And now look at this systematic breakdown of Baszler's leg. Looking to keep Baszler grounded. She's no longer the freshest woman in the match. It appears to be Charlotte Flair takes that title as she moves her attention to Jessamine Duke, looking to get some revenge on her for that humiliating loss. And now Ronda Rousey with Shafir. Oh my god, and Baszler just took down all 3 women at once. It looks like everybody's pretty much exhausted at this stage. Baszler, the only woman standing yet again. Rousey and Shafir slowly getting to their feet, and now Flair joining them. As Baszler with that dirty underhanded move to Shafir, trying to dislocate the shoulder almost. Oh, and a big knee to Duke. I don't think... Oh my god, Baszler only just realised what Rousey was doing to Flair. Massive back suplex. Flair now getting out the ring, getting out of dodge. I don't blame her. Since all of the Horsewomen are now in the ring with Flair on the outside. What is Flair getting? Oh my god, triangle armbar. And Baszler manages to get out of it. And now Charlotte Flair in quite a lot of control now. Just dominating each Horsewoman that comes in. There was a backpack facebuster combined with a leg drop on Rousey. A leg drop, I should say. And now Flair and Rousey, a singles match we've not seen happen yet. Again, we may see it happen if Charlotte Flair can pick up the win here tonight. Duke and Shafir both in control but in different parts of the arena. There's that combination, and now Baszler could be in trouble. Duke seems to have Baszler's number, or at least she did have. Oh my god, she flipped out of that back suplex attempt into a German suplex. Perfect bridge. A Baszler just kicking out. There couldn't have been a closer finish. The ring. There's a figure 8 taking place. The referee is out there. What is... This is not a Falls Count Anywhere match, but I think Baszler noticed that the referee was out there, so didn't want to risk it. I don't know if Charlotte Flair might have paid off that referee. Not entirely sure. It wouldn't be the first time we've seen some underhanded tactics from Charlotte Flair. Let's just put it that way. Oh my god! And now Rousey setting up. She's got Baszler there. Oh my god! She's made Baszler tap! She's made Baszler tap! And Ronda Rousey retains. In one of the most shocking moments, Ronda Rousey has managed to retain her championship in that fatal 5-way, and the crowd love her for it. And Elias is coming down to the ring. This is for the WWE Championship. It's an Armageddon. It's an Armageddon Hell in a Cell match. It has been a very, very long pay-per-view for me. And now, the biggest man in the match, physically, possibly literally, and maybe metaphorically, Braun Strowman. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, who has been unsuccessful at winning his WWE Championship this season. I don't think he won one last season either. I don't believe he was successful against AJ Styles during that feud, and then after that he didn't really get that many opportunities to win the belt. And now the champion himself, the WWE World Champion Kevin Owens, who has held that belt since defeating, I believe it was Drew McIntyre, back at Rebellion. And now Roman Reigns, one of the more recent entries into this match. He beat Brock Lesnar, but of course you already know that because you watched the episode. The final man, Drew McIntyre, using his rematch clause to get here, although he probably didn't need to, since Paul Heyman is firmly on his side. Here we go. A very, very abrupt start there, and of course, as predicted, it is all-out anarchy starting off this match. Strowman and Reigns, Nakamura and Elias, and McIntyre and KO. Everyone's splitting off into pairs to begin this. Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre most noticeably. The two that have had the long-running feud so far for almost 3 months. In fact, I think it's 3 months exactly after Kevin Owens won at Tribute to the Troops to earn himself that singles match at Rebellion. Roman Reigns there, managing to reverse the camel clutch submission hold that Braun Strowman had locked in on him. And now Elias brutalising Nakamura against the cell. Elias seen as the weak link by myself, by many people. I don't think anybody would expect Elias to be the one to win this match. Oh my god, and a super kick battle. We've never seen Drew McIntyre perform a super kick before, but he did one just then and received one straight back from Kevin Owens, who completely no-sold his. That was a little bit insane. I'm sure the people in the front row got their money's worth there, as Elias is thrown against the side of the ring into that weak corner. And now Nakamura and Reigns taking the fight to each other, while again McIntyre and Owens just back and forth, not letting anybody else fight them. Oh my god. Until Owens has managed to roll out, McIntyre now forced to turn his attention to Roman Reigns. Possibly the second biggest threat in this match next to Nakamura, at least in the eyes of McIntyre. I don't believe McIntyre sees Kevin Owens as a threat at all. Not after the performance at SummerSlam, especially not. Now Kevin Owens thrown to the outside there by Nakamura as Roman Reigns, oh my god, throws Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, super kick there. Nakamura almost fell back into Elias. Elias managed to push him off. The two were cramped in that corner. That brutal super kick though by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens hasn't got as much to lose, and that was what Paul Heyman was actually hoping for. He wanted the US belt to have some sort of inclusion, even if it wasn't seen. Oh my god, the US champion was still on the card. There's another super kick. They've been Kevin Owens' ally so far. Nakamura now. Oh my god. Trying to take on the team of Kevin Owens and Elias, who up until now have been very, very bitter enemies. And on the opposite side of the playing field, now they're having to fight each other. Now that Nakamura's been taken care of. What is this? Pump handle neck breaker. 1, 2. And that's it. Oh. You fucking hell. You can see there through the chain link fence Asuka's mask, the challenger Asuka, who was gifted the opportunity after arriving on Raw by Nigel McGuinness. She has the best credentials out of all of the women on Raw, and we're going to find out whether or not she can live up to those. She doesn't have a lot of respect for Toni Storm. However, she is only, I believe, one of very few women to actually compete inside of a Hell in a Cell. She competed in the first against Sasha Banks, and now she's here tonight, hopefully going to capture Raw Championship glory. And now the champion won it at SummerSlam against Charlotte Flair, Toni Storm. And now, what a first challenge for Toni Storm to see whether she is worthy enough to hold that belt. Asuka, one of the deadliest women on both brands. It was almost a triple threat until Charlotte Flair moved to SmackDown in the shake-up. Toni Storm got off light with that side of things. Okay, here we go. As mentioned, first Hell in a Cell match of the night, created by Nigel McGuinness, who decided that these were the women on the card from the Raw brand that you know should be in Hell in a Cell after their brutal matches, their brutal confrontations with other superstars. He didn't know whether or not the ring would contain them, and now Asuka, with that overconfidence, in the past, it has not failed her, to be fair. Since she came to Raw, at least. She was no match for the horsewomen over on SmackDown. Clearly superior. It'll be interesting to see whether she gets to face off against one of them again, but this time at Survivor Series in a champ versus champ match, or will it be Toni Storm getting that opportunity? Tiger suplex there by Asuka, who is in control of this match. Toni Storm there with a reversal from Asuka's move. Asuka doing the exact same thing. And now these two back and forth until Toni Storm finally manages to hit the kick to the midsection, getting all fired up with a monkey flip, picking up the adrenaline here, which is what she needs to do against Asuka. She needs to move quick and fast and hit hard, because everybody knows that Asuka is one of the hardest hitters in the locker room. And it looks like Toni Storm is going to receive some of those hits. There's a massive diving crossbody there from Storm. And it was going to happen eventually. This match is spewed out to the outside. Toni Storm there taking a massive bump against the cage. Oh, and then Asuka getting thrown into the cage there by Storm. And again, Toni Storm has had to show a rebel flame ignited, I guess, against these established WWE women. She came in from NXT from last year after being in the Indies, and she's slowly built her way to the stop, pop, pop, pop. It's alright, I almost said bloody, she almost built her way to the shop. She's built her way to the top all season to earn herself that SummerSlam main event in Australia. And now it'd be a massive, massive letdown and a shame if she was to lose here tonight against Asuka, who again, a thunderous forearm that time, knocking Toni Storm into the cage. Storm 0 there by Toni Storm. Kick out from Asuka. She's not managed to put anybody away with that recently, using it more as a signature, and then she was looking to get the upper hand when Asuka keeps on targeting that left leg. Those kicks, Toni Storm gives her one straight back for her money's worth, and now look at the kicks and the fists raining down on Toni Storm. Oh my god. Asuka just threw Toni Storm out of the cell. We're going to have to get that repaired for the following match. Now both of these women on the outside of the Hell in a Cell. Nigel McGuinness was right. Even the cell is not going to be able to contain them. I think Asuka's made a little bit of a mistake pulling Toni Storm up to her feet there. Oh, because Toni Storm's now raining the punches back down, throwing Asuka to the floor in front of that table. There's an uppercut from Asuka, who's now looking to escape Toni Storm's clutches atop the cell. But Asuka... Oh my god, and this fight continues on the side of the cell. Oh my god. And now Asuka deciding to climb even further up. I don't think anybody was expecting these women to go to these lengths to win this match. And Asuka caught Toni on the top. Setting up for a powerbomb. Oh my god. And Toni Storm thrown off the edge of the cell. I think the commentators are trying to see whether she's even still conscious. She is. She's managing to move somehow. The padding of the table breaking her fall for what could have been deadly. And now it looks like she's heading back inside, managing to clamber back inside the ring. I don't blame her. Asuka now coming down. She's now preying on Toni Storm, who's looking to just recuperate at this stage. She knows that she's got this match won now. That punch that has just knocked Toni Storm silly, or at least it had. And now Asuka with a cross armbar. Not managing to make Toni Storm tap out though. Oh my god, the roundhouse kick! That is what has won Asuka all of her previous matches. That roundhouse kick to the jaw of Toni Storm. And now... Toni Storm reversed it! Toni's reversed it! Setting up now for the Eye of the Storm. There it is! The original 1, 2, Oh my god, and Asuka kicked out at 2. Toni Storm has fallen off the side of the Hell in a Cell. She was thrown from a powerbomb position through a table from atop that cell. And she is still going. She is still fighting. At this stage, even if she loses, which it doesn't look like she's going to, but Asuka stopping her. Oh my god, attacking the ribs of Toni Storm, which have got to be in absolute agony. Out of nowhere, though. Toni Storm just almost tackling Asuka. And now, oh my god, Asuka spun. She went for the roundhouse kick, but was caught by Toni, who's now attacking the arm. She's got her in the fireman's carry. Oh my god. And now what in the world could Toni Storm be thinking? I don't think she's thinking straight, that's for certain. Asuka dived out of the way. Oh my god, and now Asuka, she's caught Toni Storm in the clutch of the Asuka lock. She's not used it for some time. She's done it. She's made Toni Storm tap out. And a result that I don't think many were quite expecting. Asuka is your new Raw Women's Champion after sending Toni Storm off the top of that Hell in a Cell. And now, what is Asuka doing? Why is Asuka... She's preying on Toni Storm. Toni Storm is barely moving. Oh my god, she's going to get her in another Asuka lock. The humiliation of making Toni Storm tap out twice.